I really hope they put an option where like a league format, you play a best of 5.
That would be a great addition for me. With this, for rank, your idea, I think it'd be awesome. You want to play and just kind of spam some random stuff? Sure. Or do you want to follow a CDL format and do hardpoint surge overload? I would love doing that. It would be so much fun. Even at that time, it was so hard to think that we'd be in 2026 still playing Call of Duty. When you look back on those games now in that time period, those games really do hold up. They were unbelievable back then. I think that those games really were just that good. Maybe this is crazy. I think in like 30 years, I think COD will still be around. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I think there is going to be another prime of COD. But I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. It's going to be like way later into the future where a big innovation comes in the world and that game changes again. Welcome, everybody, to episode number 256 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your hosts, Mike.
I'm Justin.
Justin, how we doing today?
Doing pretty good. Happy 2026. First episode of the year.
Yes. This first for us. Second
Yes.
for everybody listening.
First episode recording of the year.
Yes. Happy New Year to you, by the way,
Yeah.
man. I don't know if we actually said anything to each other about it. Yeah, it is crazy we have made it. We were just talking before, kind of reminiscing about the fact that we are getting old. This year we're gonna both be 28.
Yeah.
We are quite literally pushing 30. And it's a little depressing. But I think it is good though at the same time. You brought up a point earlier. That for people in our age, like from 95 to 98 or 99, that really was like the perfect time to grow up, I would say. Like you could go way back, like people say that about the 70s and whatnot,
Yeah.
sure. Like, it had its pros and cons. But I would say for us, right in that time, that was the perfect time to be born, like right before the internet started to pop off. And then we got slowly like drip fed this tech, but still had that like backing, of being normal people. And
Mhm.
also like when all the gaming industry was popping off at that time, we did get like the best games. Like we were right at the peak of when all this stuff was happening.
Oh yeah, it was a great time to be a gamer. I mean, dude, Call of Duty, that like we lived through the prime of Call of Duty.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to say it's never going to get back there, but it Call of Duty was so innovative like back then, which is why like it's so big now. I mean, MW2 introducing kill streaks and like perks, all that, and like more than like 3 attachments like per category.
Yeah. Like
Big moves.
yeah, they were crazy back in the day, and you don't even think about it at the time, you're just like, "Oh, it's really cool," but now when we look back at it, which even at that time, it was so hard to think that we'd be in 2026 still playing Call of Duty. When you look back on those games now in that time period, um, those games really do hold up. They were unbelievable back then. I don't a lot of people say that there's just, like, nostalgia attached to those games, like, from World at War or COD 4 up until, like, you can maybe say like AW or IW, or even maybe into the Black Ops 3 series. But I think that those games really were just that good.
Yeah.
And I think that to what we were saying also was, looking 20, 30 years down the line, which I can't imagine what that's going to be like. But I think COD, maybe this is crazy. I think in like 30 years, I think COD will still be around. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I don't know what it's going to be like with gaming and everything, but I think there is going to be another prime of COD, but I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. It's gonna be like
Mhm.
way later into the future where that game, a big innovation comes like in the world and that game changes again.
Yeah, it's weird to think about because we won't know because like dude, we played our last MW3 match at some point in our life and we didn't even know. And
Yeah.
we can say that like for Black Ops 3, for Black Ops 4. Like we lived through all those times and we don't know what's going to happen in the, 20, 30 years. Like it's hard to believe that a game like COD could just die. And like in 20, 30 years. Like we just don't know. But I do think COD's just going to keep going. Like it's just going to keep trucking away.
I don't see it stopping either. Which it's so hard to predict that, but already thinking about what it's been doing, like, you have to imagine those people who like, saw the first COD, like and especially, like, I think of COD Finest Hour, like, there were people who were in their 20s or, like, late teens that were hyped for that game,
Oh yeah,
They were like, "Dude, the new COD's out, like, this is sick," and those guys are now in their 40s or, like, pushing
yeah,
50,
dude.
and they
The
probably
listeners
can't
could
even
be at like
yeah,
40 or 50 right now.
yeah,
Like,
bro.
were you guys the ones like yelling at like you and me when we were just like kids
Yeah, they
ripping?
probably were, bro. Like, and they were over here having the same conversations, like, thinking that they're the old heads, and now
Yeah,
they're, like, the mega old heads.
yeah, yeah,
It's, like, it's insane. I remember watching this video on, I think it was on Jack and Daxter, or maybe it was on, Crash Bandicoot, but they were talking about the games at that time, and I'm pretty sure it was the PlayStation 1, that they were or PlayStation 2, sorry, they were talking about. And it was the fact that the games from the PlayStation 2, when those came out, if you wanted to go back 20 years like we do now looking at those games, 20 years ago was like arcade games. Like it was
yeah.
Pac-Man. Like, that's how big of a gap in 20 years gaming was. And there were people that were in their 20s, I'm sure, or teens playing Pac-Man, like loving
Oh
it back
yeah,
at the arcades, you know? And then here they are experiencing the games that like we grew up on and we're like, dude, this is crazy. Like, look what
yeah,
gaming has gone to. But that was us. Like, I can't wait for us to experience that.
yeah,
Like, we're kind of right now with these games, but dude, go another 10 years, 20 years for us. Like that change in gaming is going to be insane. And I have no
yeah.
idea what it's going to look like.
The people in their like late 40s, like early 50s that like now, um, they're like the same people. They're like, these kids are way too good now. And that's gonna be
Yeah.
us later on. Like, I don't even know what these kids are gonna look like on these games because if it's just so funny to think that we were playing MW2, MW3, like just little teenagers, and like 30-year-olds were yelling at us.
Right.
They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you guys?" Like you and we were like that peak. Like we were getting better and better. And now like the kids younger than us are insane. Like they're playing even younger and younger on a
Yeah.
faster game.
I almost want to if there was some way to like set it up where you have like age brackets of people like in 20 years, I'm like, dude, let me see like some guy, well, even right now, I'm like some dude who's 12 years old and this kid grinds Call of Duty, like he thinks he's really good. I'm like, put him in a 1v1 with me.
Yeah.
Or like him and his buddies, and that like 2v2s, have them play you and me. I'm like, let me see how good they are. Like if
Yeah.
that kid says that he's really good and he plays all the time, and I'm like, okay, like I was like that. Like I know what you're saying. Do I sun this guy? I'm like, dude, sit down. You wish, bro.
Yeah.
Or do I get humbled beyond belief? I'm like, dude, I'm actually washed. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I have no idea what would happen.
Yeah. I don't know. And it's weird. Like those guys that were 30, let's say, playing at like peak Call of Duty, like MW2, MW3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Well, actually, no, we're getting there. Well, yeah, like playing that time when they're in their early 30s, late
Yeah.
20s. Like, do you think they missed out like on everything?
After that,
Yeah, after that,
I think
like
some of them
it's
probably
only
did.
gonna get worse from there in their
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah,
Like, right, right. There's definitely people out there who thought Black Ops 2 was, like, the end of it. They're like, "Dude, what the fuck are they doing?"
yeah, yeah,
The
yeah,
series
yeah.
the series has gone off, like, "I'm totally done." They have a wife and 2 kids. Are like, "I don't got time for this nonsense series anymore."
Mhm.
And they probably now are, like, again, 48, 51, and they look at Black Ops 7, they're like, "Dude, what a joke," you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Or there's some of the holdouts that are still playing, are like, "Bro, this game, like, I'm ride or die COD no matter what."
Oh yeah. I like if any of you guys are in your 40s or 50s, I'd love to hear because I mean they're like the OGs of gaming.
Yeah, and, that has to be, right? Like, I mean, imagine if you're someone who you grew up in. I think there was gaming in the '70s, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
But when you think
definitely
of
definitely in the 80s,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
yeah. So you think about that, like, I mean, going crazy. The '80s was like, or 1985 was 41 years ago,
Yeah.
which is nuts. So you think about being someone who was a teenager in the '80s and you were gaming and you still are to this day.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Like, you
passion.
like yeah, like, you're in your early 50s. You're in your
Yeah,
early 50s, and you're still, like, you could have been playing games just throughout that entire time, then you went to console or whatever. It's like, what's that evolution, that story arc look like, you
yeah,
know? You're like, "Dude, and then the Sega Genesis came out, bro," or the
yeah,
Atari came out. You're like, "Dude, that changed everything." Like,
yeah, yeah,
and I look at that, I see Ataris, I'm like, "Bro, what is this nonsense?"
yeah. I think, for me, like, what changed it was, like, the handhelds. Like, that must have been huge for people, like, gaming back then. The fact that you can leave your house with a video game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was nuts. I mean, I even remember when the PSP came out for me,
Yeah.
like, that was insane that Sony did that. Very much an Apple move.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
everybody else did it, then they put out the PSP, and I mean, it was great. But same thing, like, when I would see people with a DS, I was like, "That's wild to me."
Yeah.
They're just out, like, they'd have all their friends over and be like, "Dude, we're just gonna sit, and we have our DSs, and we're just gonna play."
Connected. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was crazy that the DS, you could have a DS game, and then, at the bottom, you could play a Game Boy game. It was a two-in-one,
Yeah.
but not really. Like, it was you just could play 2 different consoles on 1 console, technically.
Yeah, that's sick. Like,
Yeah.
all that stuff back then was so cool, and the thing that I noticed about games back then, and I was just, responding to someone on Twitter about it because they were showing, like, Uncharted, which again, feeling old, that's how we're starting this today,
Dude.
the new year, reflecting, is, Uncharted 4, I wanna say it's almost 10 years old.
Yeah. Almost, yeah.
Yeah, actually,
20
lem
ca no, actually, it came out in
and
2016. I wanna say May
let me
of
see.
2016.
Yeah, yeah, bro, it's May 10th, 2016.
Yeah. It's
Like,
coming up.
what the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm
like
like, "Dude, didn't that game come out, like, 4 years ago?" Like,
no, literally.
it's crazy, and
Dude,
I
that
was
was peak.
talking with someone
2016
on
was
there.
so great. What a good year.
Oh my god, yeah, 2016 was godlike. Um, and that game was so good, and it is still so amazing, like, to see what they were doing in 2016 with games. Um And I put on there, I was like, "Oh, yeah, graphically, like, there's a lot of teams or a lot of developers that are just not gonna catch up to this."
Yeah.
Um, which I was kinda right and wrong thinking about it again, I'm like, "That's not that old of a game," but then when you think about 10 years, I'm like, "Oh, yeah." Like,
Yeah.
plenty of teams have stepped up and made games better than that, but taking advantage of what was capable at the time,
Yeah.
like, they got way they were years and years ahead of everybody else in
Yeah.
2016, you know?
Which
And
is
I think
crazy.
yeah, which again, that's insane. Like, there's developers that put out games today that don't look as good as Uncharted 4.
Oh, yeah.
Which is mind-blowing to me, how that's
Yeah.
not, like, the standard at this point that we can do that,
Yeah.
but it also makes me think about graphics way back in the day in the '80s and '90s, and, like, now people I don't know if people really even care about graphics anymore because clearly back then people didn't, or did they
Yeah.
think that the graphics were unbelievable?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I think back then, you had good storytelling, and the graphics just added to it. Now you see, like, a lot of games, Call of Duty included, like, the graphics look great in the, like, campaign for the most part. Like, Call of Duty is kind of a bad example because, like, I no one really cares about the graphics in COD, or at least, like,
Right,
I don't. But the cutscenes in COD are like movies now, and, like, back in the day, it wasn't that at all, but the graphics were good. They're still
right.
good. Now they're just like actual movies.
Yeah, and I don't know if graphics have as much weight,
Yeah,
as they used to back in the day. Like, I feel like that was a big selling point for a game is how good it looked, where now, like yeah, I was just saying earlier that Uncharted 4 was it's still ahead of a lot of games, but most games look good.
yeah,
Most games today in 2025, 2026 look solid. Um, and I wonder if people are really waiting for like the next, cutting edge technology that's going to push games where it's like, oh yeah, dude, this is photorealistic. Like, do people really care about that or no?
I think it's just, like, added detail at this point. Like, dude, GTA 6 is gonna be crazy. Like, I'm thinking, like, if you have a phone in your pocket, you know, you have this you see that indent in your pants?
Mhm.
It's gonna be, like, that detailed.
Yeah.
But
I
I I I don't think the majority of people care about that. I think what a lot of people care about now is, like, the story, like, the
yeah.
actual storytelling, and I think, a lot of, um, developers are, like, missing that now because, uh they really focused on the not all developers, but, like, you wanna make it look as pretty as possible. Now it's like every game's gonna look good, but what's gonna stand out from that game? Like, what tells like, how you tell this story. Uh, and that can, like, lead into the conversation about, like, you know, all the AI stuff we were talking about. Like, AI is, like, a great tool in my opinion, but it makes it too easy to, you know, "Oh, make these graphics and make this movie look great." It's gonna look great,
Right.
but what is gonna differentiate, like, that from, like, another game? It's you telling a story. And a robot, you could train it to, like, make a great story, but to train it, you have to have someone that knows how to tell a story.
Right. And
So,
is it worth it to try to have, like, have someone train a robot to be able to tell stories like that? Like,
yeah,
when does it come up? When are you just like, "You know what, man? You can already do it. Why don't you just do it?" You know?
yeah.
And keep that going because there is that, like, human element of it. Like, we were coming off of seeing that with the Microsoft CEO, putting out that statement about, like, getting annoyed with gamers and calling, like, anything that's made nowadays AI slop, or calling it slop, which
Yeah.
I had that has been the word. I think I'm not even kidding you. I'm pretty sure that Webster, like the dictionary company, they had that as their word for 2025. I'm
Slop.
pretty sure that yes, which is pretty fair because
Yeah.
that was like, this was the year people were talking about AI pretty
Yeah.
consistently and being a real problem. Um, like I remember seeing I was watching Ackman, he talked about it, like the Will Smith pasta eating video.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, yeah, right." I
Yeah.
was like, "Bro, that was one of the the early videos in AI." And it was, like, funny, but it was so bad.
Yeah.
And to see where it's gone now,
In a
um
very short time frame.
yeah, only 1 year.
Yeah.
Like, it's now gotten to the point where it's really, really good. Like, you have to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Um, and it's sneaking its way into gaming,
Yeah.
obviously. And I don't think we're really gonna be able to stop it.
Yeah.
I think, I think it's always gonna be there. It's been there for a long time, but it's just a matter of regulating how much of it you actually use.
Yeah.
And, if you see these people too in these companies, like Microsoft has laid off so many people as of late, like it's crazy compared to
Yeah.
all the other huge companies in gaming. And one could only assume that with those layoffs, like, why are they doing that? you know, they may already have like AI processes that are set up where they're like, "Oh, we don't really need you to do this anymore. We can just have, AI do it for free."
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's, like, a whole separate conversation, like, if at the end of the day, Microsoft just needs to make money, and if they can do something for free, then save cost on, like, paying someone, they're gonna do it, whether that's right or wrong. Uh,
Yeah.
but AI, like, I don't think he portrayed it well, like, calling out, like, all the gamers, like, because people that are Microsoft customers are primarily gamers, I'd imagine.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, AI saw like yeah, like, I think AI can be a good tool, like, I'm on the side of it, but to your point, like, you need to use AI to help you in certain places, not all like, everywhere. Uh, like the, Black Ops 7, like, I don't know if the prestige icons are actually AI created. People say they look AI created. I think they look cool. But if you go back and look at, like, Black Ops 3 icons, are they not similar? Like,
Right.
but AI didn't create those. So what like, I feel like people are just throwing like, "Oh, it's AI," because it's a trend now.
Yeah, and you have to be able to separate like when you see stuff that may or may not have been made using AI in a
Yeah.
game. You have to think like, Is it good? Like, is it okay? Is it serviceable? Like, at the end of the day, for me, I don't really care if those images or the prestige emblems were made using AI. One, because I like them. I think they
Yeah.
all look good. And two, it's such a small part of the game. It's like it's just a little logo, you
I want
know?
them to look cool, and if AI can
Yeah,
make it look cool, I'm fine with that. Like, take away, like, uh, the moral piece of it, like, "Oh, you're getting rid of, like, jobs." Yeah, you are, but,
right.
like, I don't see a problem with using AI, to your point, for, like, calling cards or, like, coming up with other ideas, you know, like, uh, what game was it? It was, like, Cold War. We always grinded the challenges for the, animated calling cards.
Yeah.
If AI could give these developers ideas of how to animate certain calling cards or things like that, like, that's fine, as long as they look cool and, like, they're
Yeah.
actually reviewed, you know?
Yeah. And I think that's where a lot of people see it because look, like prefacing all of this, ideally in a perfect world, yeah, you have artists hand do all this stuff, or
Yeah.
like they all come up with this on their own. Um, because they have, that talent, that human connection and talent to be able to do stuff that you want to see. And we've seen a lot of great work. Like, I mean, in all of gaming, that's what it's been, the vast majority of it. But you can't deny that this is the reality that a lot of these developers are facing and a lot of these huge companies. And if they're going to go down this route, which again, they need to make money and save money. So, of course, they're going to. There needs to be some way where it is regulated and people care about what is coming out because I remember seeing that in Black Ops 6, one of I think it was a Christmas title that they put out for zombies. And like the guy had like, 11 fingers on one
Yeah.
hand. And that's where I think they're just being lazy,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and that's where the consumer gets pissed off because it's like, yeah, if AI made those emblems, okay, well, they did a good job and they look nice. Like, yeah, I like them compared to World at War, Prestige One. I'm like, the fuck is that? It's
Yeah.
a star. I'm like, bro, it's a joke. Like,
Yeah.
but a human made that. But you want to have stuff that's still it's quality. Someone did make it, and you got to respect that. So that's what people want is just quality. And if it comes from AI, like I still want quality stuff that's being made, not like, oh yeah, fucking send it. It's
Yeah, yeah.
100% all done. Yeah, we're good to go. Green light it.
Yeah, and then see, that's a problem where, like, at the end of the day, it's these are all, like, these are employees, like, actual humans saying, like, "Yeah, just send it."
Yeah,
They're making those decisions
right, right.
where
With their feet up.
yeah, yeah, like, you gotta review it. You need someone to review it. That's like the AI slop. Like, AI, uh, it needs to be used as a tool properly in gaming. Like, I think it's good because, yes, like you said, ideal world, you want, like, artists and, like, actual humans working on the game, but think about how much faster we could be getting games if and, like, that could be bad too because you're rushing out a game, but think
Ubisoft
it
is.
yeah, but think about, like, how fast we could get games if AI is used properly, and it saves them, like, dude, like, 6 months of work for, like, all the artist stuff, you know?
Mhm. Yeah, that would be great, and it would help with some of these droughts that you have in games, you know? Like, I don't know how different it would be with something like, GTA 7 when it ends up coming out, like, what that's gonna be like,
We'll be 50.
regard y yeah,
Like,
that's
actually, we might be.
that's being generous.
Yeah.
We might not make it. We
Yeah.
at 75, 80, we'll be checking out, and then we see if they
So,
announce it.
people were like, FaZe Clan broke up before GTA 6 came out.
Yeah, bro, straight up.
Crazy.
Like, yeah, it is. It is ridiculous. But dude, if AI was helping out on GTA 6 a little bit, we c that
Oh,
couldn't have
dude,
not happened.
that's the thing. I'm sure AI is being used in GTA 6,
Oh,
and,
I'm
like,
sure. I'm
but
sure it is.
everything's being reviewed.
Yeah, that's
Every single, like,
that's the
speck
thing.
of dust.
Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing in that trailer when they showed, like the bottle from one of the beers and you could see like the bubbles that
Bubble
were inside of it and some of the sweat coming off the glass. You're like, damn. Now, like, is someone hand doing all that? Yeah, perhaps. But to your
that would be
point,
awful.
yeah, they are having somebody do that, like having an AI program do all of that. For sure, there are people there that are like, again, checking everything, making sure like, yeah, that's up to quality, or they're like, no, we need to go back, like we need to fix this, etc. And I mean, we'll have to go and judge the results when we get them, but I
Uh-huh.
think if they, I'm sure they're doing it that way, and that's how AI should be used in games. It's like to facilitate, but not fully create and take like control over the whole project.
Yeah, yeah.
But
The
we'll see.
control piece. You can't
Yeah,
like you need to use AI as a proper tool.
yeah.
Can't let it take control.
No, I totally agree, and I think again a lot of games now. I don't think you're going to really see it in any. Well, you're not going to not see it in games going forward, unless
Yeah.
maybe you're, buying like an indie game or something like that where it's a really small team. You'll
Uh-huh.
see it. But I think for the most part, it's going to be, prevalent in all of them. And I don't get too, man. This is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that with Call of Duty, or just in general, some of these, man, use AI to develop a fucking anti cheat. Like, is that a thing? Like, can we do
Yeah,
that? Like,
probably.
I mean, bro, like at this stage in the game, COD's gonna need it. Like,
Yeah.
and I saw with I remember Arc Raiders, I put it in there because chat about it a little bit. We have not played this game, but I remember that was a
Uh-uh.
huge problem with this game too, was all the hacking and stuff that was going on it at
Yeah.
the time. And I'm like, man, people have like if they have the use of AI or the ability to go and develop some cheat using it, that would be a great use of AI in gaming.
Oh, yeah. But then there's the other side of like, all right, let's use AI to develop cheats.
Right.
Like this is where it's a problem.
Yes. It does get dangerous at that
Yeah.
point.
Like
And I don't know what you do.
that, yeah, I don't know what the answer is because there are people, scummy people like that. For the people that want to cheat, they're gonna go take that extra step to tell AI, like, help me create a cheat in Call of Duty that can never be stopped.
Right.
Like, can AI do that? Like, is
Right.
AI like we're teaching AI so much stuff. Like, I don't think people realize like for AI to work, you have to like teach it things. And by
Mhm.
teaching things, like asking it questions. It's all learning from us.
Yeah.
So that's a scary part because this is exactly how Horizon Zero Dawn like happened. We taught it too much stuff and it took over.
Yeah. And
That's a whole separate conversation.
yeah, I was saying earlier, maybe not in our lifetime, but I think that will happen. But
Yeah.
I do really worry about that with gaming in general. If AI is really going to be playing a hand in the downfall of gaming, or is it going to be like a huge plus and it's utilized properly and regulated, and it ends up helping out the gaming community
Yeah.
more than it hurts, which I really don't know where it's gonna go. I think there is gonna be a lot of bad that comes from it in the coming years, though.
Yeah, I'm sure if it's not like handled properly, I think it will help like a lot of developers, but they have to use it right. Like they can't just pump out games because AI like helped out so much of it, you know.
Y yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all about the storytelling and like whatever game it is. Like the Arc Raiders thing. Like we haven't played it. I've seen gameplay of it. It actually looks pretty fun, but
Mhm.
I'm sure there's a lot of like things AI could be used in that game, like to come up with like new ideas or how to like change uh like the style of the game or the actual gameplay itself.
Yeah, and I would even say too with that, I like this game a lot. I'm rooting for it because I like how it's trying to go into something a little bit different than just like being a copy of Fortnite, which a lot of games have been doing for, forever since that game came out. Um, and it has, like, a little bit of a story to it. Like, I forget exactly how it all kinda goes down, but it's, like, the fact that you are, like, underground and you have to go and surface and all the different raiders, like, there is some
Yeah.
sort of story element that is, going on that kind of gives you context as to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And what do they call it? Like a looter shooter kind of a deal? Like, in, like, a BR sense is what
I
it
don't
is.
yeah,
Not like a BR, but
I don't really know what the like it's a rating game. That's like what
yeah,
I call it. I don't know if
right.
that's the right terminology, but it's like shit. The DMZ. It's like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Yeah,
Which
and
is it because in theory, like I would like that. It sounds awesome.
yeah.
But maybe just because like I haven't given it a chance. so I don't know if I would like it, but it's kinda like Minecraft. Like, it's a survival game, but not it's like PvP.
Yeah,
But,
and I is
yeah.
there building? I don't think there is building in it.
No, but there's, like, hunting. So, like, you
Yeah,
go and you loot a bunch of stuff, right? Like, that'd be fun, like, you and I, like, going to loot a bunch of stuff, and then we see random enemies. We wanna go loot them, and then you can, like, loot them and then take all their stuff and then go, like, exfil and then, like, escape, save, whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Like, that would be cool. Like, in theory, it's cool, but I don't know. I just haven't, like, really explored that.
Yeah, and I'm on the same wavelength as you with it. I've watched some gameplay, I've watched Jeff play it,
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of Nate Shot streams, and it looks hella fun, um, but I don't know, part of it for me is, like, it's hard for me to go and take that step when I've got Black Ops 7 and I'm playing
Yeah.
that, and I always worry, I'm like, "Oh, dude, if I'm gonna play Arc Raiders, am I gonna be like, oh, dude, this game is so good?" Like,
Yeah.
and I don't wanna play, I don't wanna play anything else.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'm sure, like, that'll be part of it because
for me, it
yeah.
is.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would definitely try it out and play it because it's like, it's like Minecraft. Like, Minecraft, I've always wanted, like, a PvP Minecraft where you can, like, load up, the world is infinite, and you can build anywhere you want, and there are just people out there.
Yeah.
Like, random people can come and find you and, like, vice versa.
Yeah, and I've seen too, like, there's proximity chat in there, and like people
Yeah.
can. It all depends on how you play. Like, if you want to be aggressive or you want to like lie to people and be scummy, um, you could do all that. Like, I think that's what's so great about that game is because it really gives you complete control as to like. And part of your thing about story, you can be like the one who manifests your story as a character.
Oh, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, do you wanna be a nice person who, like, helps other people out, or do you wanna be, like, a complete rogue asshole who, like, does not help anybody and is, like, everything's take them for yourself? I think that's a really interesting concept in a game that they probably don't explicitly tell you that. They don't say, like, "You can choose this." It's like,
Yeah.
they probably just say, "You have to loot to survive. You can help people if you want. You don't have to," you know? But
Yeah.
with that story element, that context behind it, it does give, way more of a reason for you to wanna go and build the story of your character.
Yeah. And we've just never, like, explored that, that, those type of games. Because I mean, COD did it with DMZ, and we're like, "Yeah, no, this sucks." But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean, like, other games, like, can't do it the right way. Uh, but yeah, I hear you on, like, the Black Ops 7 because, like, I really enjoy Black Ops 7, but I wanna play other games too. But that'll take away from my, like, COD time.
Yeah, it's like it's Arc Raiders for me is a weird game where it's like a sidestep to COD, but it's not, but it's a shooter and it's not
Yeah.
single player, like,
Uh,
but it can
yeah.
be, you know?
Yeah.
It's like this
This is
weird
a
game that's kind of in between. It's like I have COD and then I've got single player games, and this one's in the middle.
yeah. People listening are probably like, "You guys are idiots. You can just go play whatever
Yeah, I
game you
know.
want." Which is true. It's just, like, it's just mental for us. I guess,
Yeah,
like, part of me is, like, therapy session. It's like, is there gonna be a game that I just, like, I love more than COD, and I don't wanna go back? And then I just spiral. I'm like,
right.
"It is single player, it is multiplayer. It's gonna be my new Call of Duty."
It could be co-op,
Yeah, yeah.
like, or
Like
you and me, yeah, or
yeah.
multiplayer part of it, like, it's just you and me playing, surviving,
Yeah.
like, that
And
would
it's
be
gonna
hella fun.
but can it span the, like, over a decade of us playing like COD?
Yeah, I think COD is tried and true for us.
Yeah, yeah. That's what's, like, hard, I guess. And, like, single player, it's different because we know that it's only a single player game. Like, you just play it by yourself,
Mhm.
and then when you beat it, you can go back and play it, but you already know what happened. It's so weird in COD because, like, you know what's gonna happen, but every match is different. You know what I
Right.
mean? Where you
Yeah.
go back and play, like, any single player game, you know what happens. You know what you have to do. You're not, like, playing with someone else.
Oh, dude, like, I just beat Ratchet& and Clank, the first one, I beat it, like, 2 days ago. Like, I know that story, but I still play it just because
Yeah,
I like it, and it's like, it's again, it's a single player game, there's a story, and I'm just like it's way different than COD, you know? It's a
yeah,
totally different vibe and everything.
but that'll
And
never replace COD.
no, never.
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah,
I had the choice between which of those games I'm gonna play, like, it would be Call of Duty always, like, I would play that. And
yeah,
because it's been there with us for so long and we've always played it, and it's not like again, we're not saying, like, always played it, like, we forced ourselves. It's because
yeah,
I really like the game,
yeah,
And again, this year in particular, I'm like, "This is a really good year."
yeah,
Like, I love it. If Arc Raiders came out during, like, MW 2019, I'd I'd probably be like, "You know what? We'll take the year." But Black Ops 4 over Arc Raiders, like, no.
yeah,
The safe bet, Black Ops 4.
yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Like, I just can't picture, I don't know, another game that will, like, take over Call of Duty for us completely. Like, the
Yeah.
COD Casuals is dead. The
The Arc
like,
Raiders casuals.
yeah, yeah, like, it's just very weird. Like, we play other games, it's just, COD will always be there.
Well, yeah, and it's to like what we're saying, Arc Raiders is a new game, um, like relatively speaking, like obviously compared to COD, yeah, like in the
Yeah.
life cycle of the game. And even with Black Ops 7, it's been out. I think yeah, Black Ops 7's been out longer than Arc Raiders. Um,
I
but
don't think so.
no, you don't think so?
No, I'm pretty sure Arc Raiders has been out for
Well,
a bit longer.
let me go check then. Raiders came out October 30th.
Yeah.
When did Black Ops 7 come out then? Yeah, oh,
November
yeah, okay,
14th.
yeah, November 14th. Yeah, you're right. So, it's like, COD then sure, Black Ops 7 is younger, but
Yeah.
COD in, like, the whole grand scheme of things has been around much longer, and you know what COD like, that we know there's gonna be a new one next
Yeah,
year
yeah.
and the year after that and probably for another 10 years. But Arc Raiders, it's like, I don't really know what the future of that game is. Are they gonna do a Fortnite where they're
Yeah.
like, "This is what it is, and it's not Fortnite 2?" Like, there is never gonna be a Fortnite 2 or not for a long time. Um, that's what I wonder, and I saw it too with Arc Raiders that, like and you go on Twitch, you could see it yourself. It's like, dude, the amount of people that are streaming that game and concurrent players on there,
Uh-huh.
it's insane.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it's definitely riding a wave of popularity right now over Call of Duty. Um, and yeah, people are saying, COD Killer, it's officially here. Like, bro, it wasn't an FPS, it was this game. And right now, yeah, it's having its time, but is it gonna continue to do that for like, you know, a handful of months here, for years? I
Yeah.
I have no idea what it's gonna be.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's just no matter how bad COD is, what people think, it has stood the test of time.
Mhm.
Like, will Arc Raiders be here? Let's not even say like years, like a year. Because Fortnite is like one of the only few games that's have like lasted, but it hasn't even been 10 years yet for that game.
Mm-mm.
So it's tough.
Yeah,
It's like it's tough to
when
say.
did Fortnite come out?
The BR mode. You have to like specify that because I think Fortnite came out 2018, like the single player, the story
2017. The
2017.
Fortnite Battle Royale was officially released as free to play on September 26, 2017.
Okay.
So it's almost there.
Yeah.
But, Fortnite though, for the thing with Fortnite is it's free to play. Like, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
forever the gold like, that's the main reason
Yeah,
why that
yeah.
game was so good and it is so good is because anybody can play that game.
Yeah.
And I
And it
think
was good
Arc
in the
Raiders is
beginning.
40. I think if
Yeah.
it's $40 too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was really good, like, it was a great game,
Yeah.
but, that helps when you have a great game and it's free.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, everyone's gonna
Yeah.
wanna be hopping on that shit, of course. But I don't know what because again, Arc Raiders, the fact that's part of it too for me is that it's $40
Yeah.
and I gotta pay for that, and I don't like buying a lot of new games. I've said that many times before, like, I've thought about buying this new Metal Gear Solid, remaster that they put out, but same thing, it's $70, and I'm like, "Nah, it's too much, I've played that game, like, I don't need it." 40 is good, like, I'm
Yeah.
happy with that price, um, I think it's 40 last I checked, but that's still, $40 that I have to go and put into a new game, and it could be a risk where I'm like, "Yeah, I like it," and I barely play it, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, screw this." Like, I wasted that money.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's tough trying to make that decision.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think honestly, I think we will try Arc Raiders at some point this year. I think we should.
Yeah.
It's like there's been too many people that we know in the COD realm who have now switched over to playing that in the meantime until rank play comes out.
Yeah.
Um, which I think
Well,
is a fair move.
it's different enough from COD. That's the thing. It's not the same thing, but
No.
which I guess makes me feel like there is like a competitive and like grindy part to it that like you and I like. Like we like grinding out games like that. But
Mhm.
I guess it's like how long can you actually do that? Because a lot of the games that we grind, there is an end.
Yeah.
There isn't like an end to this. The end is like we like build a mansion, we have everything, and then we sign on one day, it's completely looted. Like I'm so pissed that I'm like, fuck it. I'm never playing this game again.
Right.
Like I don't want to
Right.
restart.
It's like Minecraft getting your house blown up by TNT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You never go on that server again. Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same shit. Like, it would have to be something like that for us to stop playing that game, but I think that's their whole point is, like, it'll
Oh
be a
yeah.
game that you could always play, and there's always something for you to do.
Yeah. Which is why like I think Minecraft is so big. Because there's just endless possibilities. Like I've died multiple times on Minecraft and then restarted because I can. But
Oh,
you know,
dude, I've said this before to people. I think Minecraft, honestly, like, sidestep, I think Minecraft is probably the greatest game of all time.
yeah, I'd agree.
Like, I really do think that game is endless, and
Yeah.
it's totally up to you. Like, you said with story, with everything related to that game, it is completely in your mind, and that game can be whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
And it's like because your imagination is limitless, the game is limitless. And I think that's like the best part about that game is there is no real end to that game where you're like, "Oh yeah, I beat the game. I'm all set." Like there's nothing else for me to do. There's always something
Always.
for you to do. Yeah.
Yeah. And the people I work with, they're a lot older than me, but it's just funny when they're like, "Oh yeah, my kid like plays Minecraft." I'm like, "Great game." They're like, "How old are you?" Like my kid's like 10, 11. I'm like, "That's a fantastic game. I was there from the beginning. I'm an
Yeah.
OG."
Yeah.
Or
And then
like
they're
these
shocked
different
to realize it's
games.
that old.
Yeah, and they'll talk about like other games, whatever. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's a good game." And it's just funny because they have no idea. And they're like, "You play this?" Like, how old are you? You're almost 30 and you play these games? I'm like, I don't know why, but people significant like older than us, they associate like video games with children.
Yeah.
Whereas like I know when we get older, we're gonna be like, no, video games is for everyone. It's not
Yeah.
like just kids that play video games.
Well, yeah, that shift, like, definitely happened, like, in and around the PS2 time, like, same
Yeah.
thing, I remember watching the whole documentary on it where they were like, the people who were buying PS2s who started gaming, like, in the early '90s and shit, like, those people now, like, when they bought the PS2, they were in their 20s.
Yeah.
Like, they were, like, they were adults, they were, like, 23, 24 years old. So now seeing those people, like, those are the younger parents that you
Yeah.
see, and they get it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're, like, 38 or 40, like, even some of my people that I teach guitar to, like, this guy, he's 43, he still plays COD, and his
Yeah.
kids game, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, like, I grew up gaming all the time." Same thing, PS2 for him, that was college. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, bro, of course, like, you get that." But, yeah, some people, like, when they get older, like, they're in their 50s or 60s, they miss that window.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. They're like only children play video games.
Yeah.
Like we used to go out. We're
Right,
like,
right.
yeah, yeah, no.
You're like, "Bruh, doesn't matter what age you are, you could be playing games." Like, I don't think it's gonna be
Yeah.
weird for us when we're in our 60s and we'll
No.
be gaming.
Yeah. Because
Like,
I feel like when we grew up, like people just like they don't care. Like, and
no.
gaming is like cool now. Like to a lot of people, video games are cool.
Yeah, well, and it became a profession too. It's
Yeah.
like one I remember you talking about that with your dad, like, when he saw people making, like, living playing video games, he
Yeah.
was like, "What the hell?" Like,
Yeah.
people are gonna and my dad too, he saw people racing who started in Sims. He was like, "Dude, what?" Like, people
Yeah.
started from video games. I'm like, "Yeah, bro. Like, that game you always watch me playing, like, yeah, people are better than me
Yeah.
at that."
That was the future,
Yeah, dude,
and
you
you didn't
know,
believe.
bro. Yeah. Yeah, it is crazy how big it's blown up, over time. But even something as simple as that game Minecraft, all these years later, games gone crazy, it's always been the same.
Yeah.
It's like they
Still
ain't
there.
yeah, they do like the bare minimum for like cosmetic upgrades and stuff like that. But like it had a whole movie. Like that game is mega status.
Oh, yeah, it's, limitless. Like,
Yeah.
they just keep adding updates to it just to add more stuff, and you can do whatever you want. You don't need to use update, you don't need to, like, do anything if you
And
don't
it
want to.
And I like too with this that stuff, like you said, yeah, you don't have to. And it's also stuff that like the fans would want, you
Yeah.
know? I feel like they listen to the fans a lot as to what they're looking for cosmetically or like certain things that they want in the game. Um I'm sure because like Mojang has had so much success over the, decade or so with that game longer
Uh-huh.
now. Um that they just keep it real simple, real easy for them and they know their core player base and everyone's going to be buying that stuff because that's the only other thing you could really do is just add like a cosmetic skin or like some extra materials but it doesn't change the game.
Yeah, exactly.
you know
Yeah. The
yeah.
Minecraft is a great game.
Now it is great, and I've seen all that stuff too. I like seeing the stuff that they add because I always like looking at those texture packs and stuff,
Yeah.
like the HD stuff, and it's always cool to see that they listen to people and they make those changes. Like I
Oh,
saw too with, I think it was rumored that with Black Ops 7, like talk about listening to fans. They started with some of these cosmetics and stuff they put out because, like we've said it before, and I think they heard it too. They got crazy with it
yeah.
and like the past couple of CODs, and now they're doing one. Got rumored it's gonna be a Fallout one. I'm here for that. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's within the realm of what we're
Yeah.
looking for here. Like, they're not doing Nicki Minaj 2.0.
Yeah.
Like, I think stuff like that for Call of Duty, cosmetically and like with a Mastercraft, they do something like that. I think that's a safe bet. I don't think that's gonna offend many people.
Yeah, yeah. And, like, the skins that they create for characters, like, they look cool, like, the ones that you actually have to buy. I'm just not buying them. But
Yeah.
they I will say the operators so far, like, they look pretty good, like, the ones that, like, you get or, like, you get for free through the well, free through the battle pass.
Yeah.
Like, they look pretty good.
Yeah, I don't have any complaints with it, even if it is AI, same thing. I'm like, "Bro, if that's what they're using," I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't hating on it so far. It's pretty good to me." Um, but yeah, I think that's gonna be rumored to be coming out in season 2,
Yeah.
which is gonna be with rank play, which
I'm
is gonna
like
be like, dude, we're itching, bro.
I'm itching for ranked. I need something competitive
I
because
know.
this game, like, is so much fun. Like, I'm just enjoying it. Like, I know I keep saying that every episode, but it's so different, like, night and day from Black Ops 6 to this game.
And I don't wanna speak too cocky, but I feel like I'm fucking good at this game.
Yeah. Like, I feel it's probably just because like, we've played a lot more on this game compared
Yeah.
to Black Ops 6, but, like, I feel good
Yeah, that's
on
what I'm
this game.
saying.
Yeah.
It's like, and when we play together and, like, we're top frag, and I'm just like, "Yeah, yeah, like, we're
Yeah.
solid here." We're not, like, going, like, 36 and 31. I'm like, "Nah, dude, we're dropping, like, solid KDs here. We're streaking the whole map.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing good." And
It
but
feels
I
like
wanna test myself.
Cold War again, like the vibe of this game.
Yeah, big time.
Um, yeah, and I am just itching for ranked or like some competition that they like put out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big release for them this year with ranked because, we remember last year when they put it out, I believe they put it out early,
Yeah.
and then it was riddled with bugs and was a complete disaster. Um, I don't believe I could be mistaken. I don't think they've really talked a bunch about rank play, like specifics yet, have they?
No,
And
like
I like
I
that.
yeah, I'd imagine that it's probably going to be the same like tiered system. which is fine with me. But
Yeah.
if Treyarch wants to change it, they can go for it. I don't care because I trust them.
Yeah, same. I would imagine that they're gonna probably keep it the same. I don't think they're gonna go too crazy, but um, it wouldn't surprise like if they did some little change like Treyarch did. It wouldn't surprise me if it's like a big innovation, on it as a whole, even
Yeah,
if it is a small thing, just because they haven't really let us down with it. But um, that being said, the rank play system has been really good over the past couple of years. I haven't had any real issues with it. Um, I did see a couple of people talking about, like, being a bit more clearer with SR and, like,
uh,
with people disconnecting or with matchmaking, like, issues, stuff like that. I think, yeah, of course, they should improve upon that. I'm hoping this year too, it's not like when it comes to matchmaking, you don't just get stuck in some cycle of, like, hard point after hard point. Because I remember when we played last year, it was that. Like, you would get
yeah.
into severe droughts of gameplays. Like, bro, we man, I don't even know. We barely played ranked S&D on Black
Oh
Ops
yeah,
6.
yeah, barely. Yeah, we
Like,
played
dog,
more
we
pub
pro
S and Ds.
yeah, like, no bullshit. I feel like we didn't play a ton of ranked with BO6 just because of, like, the whole vibe with that game, but, bro, I feel like we played, like, less than 10 S&Ds just because
Maybe
you play, like,
was all.
hard points and controls all the time.
Yeah, yeah. I like if Treyarch's gonna innovate. I hope they just make like separate playlists of like
Yeah,
hardpoint. Well, actually, no, I take that back because no one's gonna play the third game mode. I hope it's
right.
just like spread out. Like you join a
Yeah.
match like hardpoint, search, uh, overload. Like just do that. And I really hope they put like an option where like you join this and it's like a league format. Like you play a best of 5. Like
See,
I want that.
that would be a great addition for me.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is not that complicated. It's almost like what they've kinda got now with, the standard matchmaking and then or they got that standard playlist or whatever that no one
Yeah.
plays in.
Yeah.
But they have 2 matchmaking systems there, or 2 playlists that you can go into
Yeah.
depending on what you want. You want super casual, you wanna try a little bit harder. Like, with this, for rank, your idea, I think it'd be awesome too. It's like, you wanna play and just kinda spam some random stuff? Sure. Or do you wanna follow, like, a CDL format and do, hardpoint, surge, overload? Like, it's up to you. But I would love doing that tournament style, like, or
Oh, yeah.
CDL style. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be so much fun.
That's my idea, Treyarch, if you see it. Yeah, you
Yeah,
don't need
right.
to give me credit, but just, put the COD Casuals on
Right.
there.
Maybe a check. Like, that would be a good simple thing that it wouldn't mess with the system at all,
Yeah.
and it would just be a nice addition if you wanted
And
to.
and if they did do that, like, people are gonna wonder, like, "Well, what if they leave in it?" Well, that would suck, but they need to implement where, like, you can't leave or, like, okay, if you can't leave the series, what about if you like, the players get mad and they just don't move and then eventually get kicked? Like, they can't leave, they can't get kicked, and if you don't do that, like, you are severely hurt in, like, SR loss. I'm talking, like, 1,000 to 2,000 SR just gone.
Deranked.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
it has to be that bad because imagine you get to a map 5 and then someone just rage quits or they
Dog.
disconnect. Like, that would suck. So,
Or with me, the game crashes.
yeah. So, that would be something, like, really cool if they implemented, and then I think too, like, leading up to each major, they should have, like, a separate, like, event going on that's, like, CDL Major 1, where you join it and you play against, like, 11 other teams or
Yeah.
whatever, sort of like, the actual major, well, with all 12 teams, but you have 11 random teams and you sit there. You can sit there, like, all day, and, like, the grand prize is, like, 1,000 SR, whatever.
Yeah, or I would even take that further would be so cool because I'm pretty sure they do this in, the racing games. I think, like, in the Formula 1 games where, say, like, when we go to the major, right? Thursday, they go and do the, matches for that. They'll do like, winners round 1 and winners
Uh-huh.
round 2 or something like that, and then they'll do like losers round 1. Where, however many matches they're gonna have that day, 4 or 5 matches, and that's it. So it's like if you win that day, it's like you're good. You don't have to go
Oh,
and play
yeah,
anymore for that day, you know?
yeah,
Like, I know that would be so hard to do, but that would be so dope if they could set it up some way like that, because
yeah,
I'm pretty sure in the racing games, they did have some system set up like that, or, people had talked about where you could have these races line up with, like, the actual races that are going on. So it's like that weekend, oh, yeah, if you wanna do a full weekend, you can go and play it like they are doing in Spa, in, like, Belgium
yeah,
or something. Um, that would be really cool, but I get that would be a lot more difficult to do. Your idea, yeah, it would be a lot simpler to do, and for me, it would help too with people knowing about the CDL. Like, if you see
yeah,
that and you're playing ranked, like, you might be like, "Oh, what's the deal with this?" If you are playing ranked and you don't know about Pro COD, it would be a good way to get people introduced to it, or maybe get used to playing that kind of format.
yeah, and it would be cool to, like, because they sort of did this, remember the 2v2s,
Yeah.
in was it Cold
Vanguard?
War? Vanguard? Yeah,
No, no,
was
no,
it
Cold War,
Cold
Cold
War?
War. Yeah.
Like,
I know what you're talking about now.
because you could spectate, like, the rest
Yeah.
of the teams. Like,
Mhm.
that would be awesome, like, yeah, we got eliminated or whatever, and then we could just sit there and watch, like, the rest of the teams, like, play out.
Mhm. Yeah, and critique them, shit on
Yeah, like, that would be that's great
like, "Bro,
content.
we lost to these guys."
Great content.
Yeah, that would be cool. It'd be fun for us to do, like you say, content wise, and it would just, I don't know. I feel like stuff along those lines are easy to do, and a lot of people would love it. It's not a big change up to what they've got, and they've already done things like that really similarly in other modes. We've
Yeah,
brought it up before, like you're talking about right now with Cold War and the whole tournament system with the 2v2s. Like, they didn't have to do that, but they did, and it was a
yeah,
really cool thing that everyone was like, "Oh, hell yeah." But again, you didn't have to. If you just wanted to play normal 2v2s, you go right ahead. Um, but I think that would be a worthwhile innovation on ranked. Um, who knows if they're gonna do it? Um, I
yeah.
I hope I hope that we get some announcement where they do it, drop a bomb on us and say that, or we get some like Ghost of Hope leak where they're like, dude, this is the rumored extra mode that they're gonna add in there. But my real question is what they're gonna be doing with snipers this year too. Like, I wanna be using snipers in ranked. I think especially for search, of course, like, it'd be, that's where everyone would be using them, it'd be great. But I don't know how they're gonna work that out with the GAs, and particularly too, we had mentioned it in one of the earlier episodes with the CDL, and they were in between on doing, the snipers in, or they're gonna be out, but they've got them in now where you can have them for 2 lives, I believe. If you die with the sniper, then you get 1 more, and then after that, that's it. So you can't just, like, infinitely
Is
spam
it?
it.
I think it's 3 lives.
3? Okay.
Yeah,
Um, so, but even to that point, it's like this kind of it's a gentleman's agreement, quite
yeah,
literally, where they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna leave it up to you to keep track of this," and we're all kind of keeping track of it. Like, "Oh yeah, you've got the sniper. Okay, well, we only have 2 more lives left, or we have 1 life left. Like, maybe this person should use the sniper." Um, I don't know how they're gonna stop that in ranked. Like, there's gonna be people
yeah.
who could just be spamming snipes the entire time. No one's gonna follow that.
Yeah, I think that would just be too hard to implement, like, in the game. Because I think,
Yeah,
what they did in MW3 was great, where, like, they followed the CDL rule set and, like, they banned all the other weapons. Like, you just couldn't
yeah,
use them. You could only use the CDL weapons, which is great. Uh, Counting the lives is gonna be hard for a developer to do, I'd imagine. Like, that's just way more
yeah,
complicated. Um, I'd imagine, like, I'm gonna use a sniper, like, regardless. So, if it's not banned, uh, I'll follow the rule set, like, the GA, but I'd imagine a lot of people aren't gonna do it, then, like, I'm just gonna keep using the sniper.
yeah,
Also, I can work around a sniper, like, we're not playing against pros, so I can avoid these guys, like,
right,
there are gonna be very few people where I wall bounce, and they're gonna be able to track fast enough.
right,
And that's not just
yeah,
me. That's, like, a lot it's, you could do that. Other people could do that. It's gonna be hard to, like, hit your shots.
Yeah, the guys who are really good with the snipers, like, they're out there for sure. Um, but it's way different than when you see it in the pro side of it. And
Yeah,
even to those guys, people still tell them to man up and just deal with it. Like you are that good, you can go and counter that.
yeah,
It's just kind of adjusted for us. Like,
yeah,
yeah, we're way worse than them. And the guys who are using snipers, like, they're not simp and dashy. Like, they're
yeah,
not going to
yeah,
be able to pull
and
those shots off.
even that, like, to your point, like, just work together. If you and
Right.
I are running at the sniper, like, one of us will get him.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
person
We'll,
could
we'll get
get
the
picked
trade.
off, the other person will get him. Like, it's not I don't know. Snipers don't worry me, like, at all. Even in the pro level, like, yeah, there's aim assist. Like, I've used snipers. They're fucking good, like,
Oh, yeah.
really good.
Mhm.
And they're fun to use. Like, I enjoy them, but just deal with it. Like, I don't know. They're
Yeah, I know
you
what you
can get
mean,
the
like, it
trades, like, easy. Like, I understand it's so easy to use, but, same with the Dravic and the M15. Like, all
yeah.
of you can shoot
I
straight, but yeah, the snipers, oh, yeah, one-shot kill for, like, any pro, but if 2 pros run at you, the other person's gonna die. Like, the
Right.
sniper will get traded.
Right, right, right. And I'm always of the philosophy, like, when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really think you should be trying to tweak the game that much.
Yeah,
Like the game was made, for a reason, a certain way. And obviously, like, in the competitive side, yeah, like LMGs and everything, of course, like get that stuff out. But when it comes to the like real bare bones of what's been in competitive COD, like snipers have always been around, and it's only a relatively recent change. Um, I don't really see why. It's like, dude, they were able to deal with it back then. They should still be able to deal with it now, you know?
yeah,
That's why I think now, like, the system that they have is kind of Mickey Mouse,
yeah,
and it screws us up because then when we go to ranked, you said there's gonna be people that don't follow it. Like, I
yeah,
will, but then there's gonna be someone who's good with a sniper or, like, they're just total pricks, and I'm gonna be like, "Alright, motherfucker, you wanna play that way? Like, sure, I'll
yeah.
I'll do the same."
Well,
And it's gonna be chaos.
and that's the thing, like, if Treyarch was able to develop, the 3 life thing, that's
Mhm.
fine.
Yeah.
But the only reason why, like, we're complaining about it really is because what the pros play is gonna be different from what we play, and we want it to match.
Right.
And the easiest way for it to match is the pros get rid of, like, the whole 3 life thing. Because
Yeah.
realistically, like, I do think if the snipers are that much of a problem as a pro, the 3 life thing is a good compromise
Mhm.
for them. But if they can't implement that into ranked, like, it sucks because 'cause we're not playing the same game.
And they also too, they like there's consequences to them. If they don't follow those and they break those GAs, like
Yeah.
then they have something to deal with. Like if we're playing, in plat 2 lobbies and dealing with something like that and some guy's being an idiot, like what's really going to happen to him? Like are they going to do they have
Yeah.
some way to overwatch that
Oh.
and then they're like, "Oh yeah, sorry, you screwed up the lives, bro. Negative 200 SR. Go fuck yourself." Like that would be great.
Yeah.
Like I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever, bro. You want to snipe? Go ahead, you do it." But there's no consequence. So
Yeah.
what's stopping them?
Exactly. So, yeah, I just want it the rank to be as similar to what the pros play as much as possible.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But yeah, if they can't do that, then yeah, people are just gonna use a sniper. Fine, if you're gonna use it, you're probably still gonna get gunned anyways.
Yeah. No,
Whatever.
I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but we'll have to see how it shakes out when we get to season 2. And we'll have to even see too with, like, what the pros end up doing, like, if they stick with this for the long term
Uh-huh.
or they call it, and they say, like, "Oh, we're not gonna use snipers at all, or we're gonna have them all the way in." Um, but I know this weekend for sure, which the CDL is back, which is very nice to see that it's returned. We're definitely going to see the snipers be the exact same way. None of that
Oh
stuff's
yeah.
changing anytime soon. I will say, since I don't really want to talk that much about the weekend, since I don't care that much, other than our boys, Justin, on Saturday, we are facing the Vancouver Surge. We are getting done blessed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm telling you, man, the year for Boston is looking good. The schedule gods are blessing them. The
Gotta
team's
play
looking good
the
too.
play some
You
in
know,
winners.
we don't create the schedule, bro.
Yeah. I mean, play some in winners bracket, go into the optic major. We're gonna be there. It'll be great.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be so good. Like I'm looking forward to it because this is like this version of Boston. They're looking phenomenal. And again, like their schedule is just it's as good as it gets.
Yeah.
I'm seeing just looking ahead here. Like they have them to play. Then the following they have Miami that they're gonna play on the 17th. Then the next day, dog, they play Cloud 9. Like,
Yeah.
we're not doing too bad here. Then we play Thieves, GG's. But no, we'll like that's gonna be a good match, like that
Yeah.
24th there. Like, those are gonna be the good ones because, with Boston in general, they're for me, like, not just because 'cause they're our home team, but they're in a weird spot where I really wanna see them tested to see how good they are.
Yeah.
I
They
would
have to.
only, knock on wood, that that they beat Surge pretty handedly. And if they do, I won't be surprised because of the situation that team's in right now. But when they face up, excuse me, against a top team like Thieves, are they close or are they getting completely smoked? Like, that's gonna be the question that we need answered.
Yeah. Like, you wanna see your team beat the top teams because then they're beatable.
Right.
I
Right.
if they can't beat the Thieves, Optics, Gentleman's Phase, like those guys, then making it to Sunday is gonna be nearly impossible.
Yeah.
But if they can win, you can say that they've won before. They're beatable.
Yeah. That's just the main thing to see that they can step up into that realm of the
Yeah.
top 4 teams. Um,
And
you know,
I think they can this
I
year.
think
I
they
really
can
think they
too.
can.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be possible for sure. I will say it's gonna be really hard for them when those teams are firing. But I think if any of these teams, and they've all shown it, minus Optic, I would say right now, they've all shown weaknesses. And
Yeah.
if Boston is able to capitalize on them and like really step up and make it happen, I think it's gonna be I think they could definitely make it. They can make it to a couple of Sundays, but we shall see. So I know
Yeah.
we're going to be watching those matches over the weekend. We hope you are too. Again, for the boys in Breach, they're going to do it. They're going
Yeah.
to win. It's going to be 3-0 shit on. I think it's looking good for them, minus that Thieves match. But
Yeah.
I think
If
it's
you want to talk about it, join the Discord because we'll be watching the
yes.
games.
Yeah, and I was gonna say we can just leave it on that, honestly, because we were able to talk about pretty much everything that we wanted to. We said it at the beginning of the episode. We'll say it again at the end of this one here. Be sure to join the Discord, which is been popping off. We've been talking about it all the time. So if you're new here, just listen to the beginning. If you made it all here to the end, thanks for listening. But be sure to join that up because yeah, we're talking about all the matches and everything that's going on. During the matches and just certain plays, crazy stuff. So if you want to be with the community, just be sure to join up in the Discord, which we'll have linked below. And then of course anchor.fm/COD Casual, since we're there on all stream platforms, as you know. And then also give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, since we post the shorts there if you don't want to listen to the whole episode, on all the platforms as well, with ratings 5 stars, please. We appreciate that. And then of course go to the YouTube at COD Casuals. Be sure to comment, like, and subscribe over there, since we appreciate the support. We did hit 100, I think it was 160 for the subscribers. So we got some new people who woke up and hit subscribe.
Mhm.
So thank you for that. And is there anything that I'm missing? I think that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it. We're gonna be
I think
we're
that's it.
we're gonna be at the Optic Major again. To
Yes.
reiterate, if you
Yes.
guys like have never been to a major and you want to live like through us, again, join the Discord
We are
because
going to be posting like,
we're
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
have updates all the time. So, and if
We are,
anyone is going to the Optic Major,
nah, bro, meet us up.
let us know
Yeah.
in
Now
the
it
Discord. Go to the Discord.
Everything goes down in the Discord here
Yeah,
is what we're trying to say. You want to know anything? Go over there. Oh, I can say too, of course, Twitter, X at the COD Casuals. If you want to reach out to us or follow us there, we're always tweeting there as well. So, but I would even say too, yeah, Discord, that's the main deal. So we can't iterate it enough. But
and five
I think that
stars. Just
yes,
five
and five
stars
stars.
also.
5 stars only. There we
Yeah,
go. But I think that does it though, yeah.
yeah.
So again, everybody, thank you for listening to this episode number 256 of the COD Casuals podcast. We're your host, Mike.
I'm Justin.
and we'll see you guys next week. Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.